Hi, I'm Brian, and before we start this quick tutorial, I just want to specify that there's no way a YouTube tutorial can replace proper training from a veterinary or from another dog owner. So this is just the way I do it. It's for education, and if anything's unclear, be sure to let me know in the comments. There is a few links with some more information down below. Good luck, here's the tutorial. I've never seen that.
Watch me how I do it. Just watch how I do it.
I'm gonna show you the fastest, most efficient, most accurate, the best way for the dog to trim their nails. Gonna keep the dogs calm, and we're gonna keep it efficient and safe. Start the clock. Clench my knees behind her ribs and in front of her hips. I'm not applying any pressure, but she can't move because of the hips and the ribs. So you take one leg, you're not gonna push it up, you're just gonna let the dog do it on its own. Then it comes to the actual cutting part. You wanna do many and short cuts, 1 millimeter at a time. I like to use a headlamp because then I can see the nerve when it starts to stick out. It's a little different for dogs with white nails. My other dog's got white nails, so we'll come back to that. So here you see one trimmed and one not trimmed nail next to each other. You can easily spot the nerve right there. Even though you know exactly how much you cut off on the left nail, you don't want to do the same for the next because they might be different. Here's why you don't want to be facing the opposite direction, which I've seen a lot of people on YouTube do. They stand like this and they trim like this. But I don't know if I'm close to the nerve, if I'm far away, or whatever. You want to be facing the opposite direction of the dog. Clench my knees in front of her shoulders. She's comfortable. It's sort of like blackjack, except you can choose your cards. So if you just go for ones and ones and ones, you'll get to 21. But if you stop at 18 or 17, that's still bad. So it's way better to get a lot of 21s and 20s and risk a 22 every once in a while. The only difference between this and the blackjack is that you don't know where you're starting. So you might start at a 20, which is the reason you should always go for ones. On the see-through or white nails, there's a pretty distinct difference between where the nerve is and where it's not. So you can actually see from the outside and do it in 1 or 2 cuts. Even if it's see-through, you might have to go for the 1 for 1, but this is a bit more efficient. Hitting the nail is actually inevitable. You don't want it to happen, but it might. So if you go and you hit the nail, they know something's wrong. When you see it start pimping out blood, don't do anything and move on to the next nail. The same goes for holding the dogs with your knees. Don't let the dog loose if it starts mussing around. The dog never does anything wrong, but you can. So you gotta make sure you have the dog in control. Stay calm throughout the entire process, even if you do something wrong. There's a prize down the end of the road. Don't go to the veterinary, don't call a friend, do it yourself. It's not that hard. Good luck.
I got something for ya.
Okay, so we'll do it with this small puppy. She's not a big dog like the other ones. The idea is still the same, which means I'm just gonna hold her stuck. I'm not gonna let her loose. That's the worst thing you can do. If you let the dog loose, you know, okay, there's an escape from this position. The dog can't know that there is. So this can be a bit tiresome, and if you have to take breaks, be sure to do so when the dog is not messing around. So we'll do one nail. Okay. She start jumping around again. We'll make her calm and we'll try once more. Okay, she's running around. Now she's trying to turn around. We'll just keep her stuck. Okay, there we go. This rings right through for puppies, and if you're doing this for the first time, you don't want to cut it perfect. You want to cut a little bit to be 100% sure you're not cutting too much. But if it goes okay the first couple of times, you want to start getting those perfect clean cuts. She's trying to get away. You're a tough one. Usually the last foot is easier than the first, and the second and the third. And now we'll wait till she's calm and we'll let her loose. So she's calm right now. There we go. Yeah! We'll play around a little. Yeah! Okay! Yeah! That's especially important with puppies and dogs who hasn't done that before. Thanks a lot for watching. Good luck.
Watch me how I do it. Just watch how I do it.